Today we are playing Deadside, brand new open world survival. It's got a lot of Daisy type feel to it. And we'll get things started here in just a moment. Alright, so I came on this morning. I started doing a little bit of base building. So in the game, you actually start off with pretty much nothing. You start off with a lighter, and you start off with a knife, and that's it. So let's kind of give you a look at the world here. We can go first person mode, which is the default, or we can go into so third person or first person. And so a couple different things you want to be aware of. There are AIs in this game, so we do have other players that are playing in the game. I'm playing in a PvE right now just because I kind of get used to the feel of the game, but there is PvP as well, so depending on the server you join, you can do PvP or PvE. But this one has computer-generated AI, and so the AI will attack you. You usually travel in groups of 2 to 3, sometimes 4, and so you want to be aware of them because they will attack you. But in this PvE server, there's no raiding right now until I kind of get the feel of it, and then I'll go over into PvP. But we'll kind of give you a taste of what this looks like. There are, in the game, there are different missions. So the goal obviously is to loot up, collect loot that you can sell at the different trade areas. And so you'll see a safe zone down here at the bottom of the map, and you'll see one up in the north section here. Once you enter the zone, you're in a safe area. No one can shoot you, even the computer AI can't shoot you, and you can't hurt anyone either. But you can go into the trader base and you can sell what you have, or you can buy things that they have. So they sell food, they sell drinks, they sell weapons. Everything's pretty overpriced, but they do sell it all. So just kind of give you a feel of what the gameplay looks like. So I'm still new to the PC. So still learning all the commands and buttons and stuff like that, so we'll give it our best shot here and see how it goes. I'm currently using this shotgun here, this MS-590, and I also have an AK here as well, and then I happen to have some gear. But again, when you start out with just a track suit, a t-shirt, and a knife and a Zippo lighter that you can see here in my bottom hotkeys. You can harvest wood in this, different than Daisy. In this one, when you harvest the wood, the trees don't actually disappear, which is kind of cool. The other thing that's interesting is in Daisy, if you guys are all aware, when you're playing it, you use your axe on it, and you need to sharpen your axe, you need to sharpen your saw, repair them as they kind of wear out. This one you don't. You buy one axe, one saw, one hammer, and you are good to go. So we should have some of these AIs come walking down this road up here in just a few moments. They usually come by about every 20 minutes. Go on to third person view. scenery is really pretty awesome. Uh, the images are great. The landscaping is pretty. You're limited, like you can't go out and swim out in the water. Understanding is that this is still an early release, and so there's a lot of development that's still taking place. The goal, from my understanding, is that some of this other map will open up. Right now, it's just this area here, so it's a bit smaller than some of the DayZ maps. But from my understanding, the plan is to open some additional space up in the map. So typically, the AIs, or some call them scabs, will walk along these roads. If you're off in the bush, you might not necessarily see them, but typically they'll follow these roads, and you'll see them come walking by. Like I said, usually if you're waiting on a road, or you're building like I am near the road, you'll see them come by about every 20-30 minutes, and they'll spot you before you spot them normally, and they've got pretty good aim assist turn on, so they can fire on you with a pretty non-powerful weapon from a good 500 yards out, and typically hit you a couple times. So a couple military bases up here and a scrapyard. Maybe we'll go hit the scrapyard and see if we can get some loot up there. We do have limited capacity on how much you can carry. If you look at mine here, you can see that I've got 4 spaces for my pants, 4 spaces for my jacket, and then I do have a Typhoon backpack, which gives me an additional 12 spaces here. If I changed my vest, I would be able to add more, but I'm currently using the bulletproof vest, so I don't have any storage space on that. So limited in how much you can carry. Everything is about 1 box, so even your weapons. If I was to pick up a weapon, it would only take up 1 of my storage spaces. So if I moved my AK into storage, it would only take up 1 storage space. So it's nice; it doesn't take up 5 or 6 storage spaces for you. So we'll head up here just a little bit more. We'll go. We're getting closer to what they call the scrapyard. Good place to go and get some building materials. Metal, if you need metal. Occasionally you'll see, like up here in the top left-hand corner, you'll see these missions that pop up. Those missions will let you know. They'll also pop up on the map, and you'll see either a level 1 mission, a level 2 mission, there's a level 3 mission as well. Those missions, when you go and you successfully finish the mission, typically it's going to that location and taking out all of the hostiles in that area. And then when you successfully complete that mission, level 1 you could probably do on your own. Level 2 and 3 you might need a partner to work with you. But they usually have a good loot crate that spawns, or they always have a loot crate that spawns, and you get some really good loot from some of those missions. So that's a good way to loot up pretty quick, is grab some of those easy missions from the beginning and try to get some loot going. When you do kill, you can see up there, this is our scrapyard. When you do kill one of the hostiles and you search their body, you can look for dog tags. If you get these dog tags, they'll allow you to get a little more creative when you respawn. If you don't have any dog tags, it'll randomly respawn you somewhere in the map. And then again, when you respawn, you will have nothing. You'll have to make it back to your body to try to get all your loot back. And so it makes it a little bit dangerous running through the map with just a knife on you. So you want to be aware of that. If you do despawn, or if you do die, you lose everything until you get back to your body. Hopefully another player hasn't found your body before you do, but if they don't, then all your stuff will be there. If you get killed by the AI, usually the AI won't loot your body, and so just be aware of that. You can make it back and usually get all your stuff back, but if it's another player and you're in a PvP server, then obviously you want to be aware that don't carry a bunch of cash with you. Don't carry anything that you're super worried about losing if you're not too comfortable with some of the fights and some of the battles. We're going to give it a shot here and see how it goes. I'm going to get out my shotgun. Shotgun seems to be pretty OP. I can already hear the shots coming in. And now it's a matter of figuring out. See, so they spotted me way before I could even spot them. No idea where I'm at. I can't tell if they're behind me. See, there's one right there. One's down. Did hit me for, start out with 100 HP, I'm down to 67. So it did get a little hit on me. We'll see if we can get a bandage off here. So you can see the bandages sit down here in your hot buttons. So I'm going to use this number 5 here. I have bandages or rags. Bandages will give you a full 25 heal. Those rags give you about, I don't know if it's 5 or 10. So if you have a lot of HP to deal with and fix, then use your bandages rather than the rags. If it's just minor, just a few hit points, then go ahead and use the rags. We'll go up here and search this guy. I didn't hear anyone else shooting, but we'll go ahead and see what this guy had on him. So F to search. So here you can see he's got a pistol. Pistol just takes up 1. So I'm going to grab that because I can go and sell it. And then always check their jean jacket or their jackets to see what they have in that jackets. And then what I like to do is I like to tear up their clothing as rags. So if anyone else runs across them, they know that they've been looted, and then it gives me some extra rags as well. And then I'll reload here. The rags are kind of nice because, like I said, it just gives you a few healing points. But if you find rubbing alcohol or you find vodka or something like that, you can actually mix that with the rags and get a little bit more out of them. So we've got a guy standing over here. He hasn't seen us yet. He is down. So like I said, these, some of these are not too difficult. I thought I heard rounds there, but I'm apparently not. Let's see what he had for us. So again, he's got, now the problem is I've only got space for 3 weapons, so it won't even let me grab this if I tried to. But I will check his jacket, and he's got some rounds in that jacket. And then again, you can tear these if you want to. It just helps me know when I run back across these dead bodies that they've already been searched. Make sure we're reloaded here. We got a guy standing right in there if you guys can see him. But I won't be able to shoot over this, so I'll have to get over to where he's closer to where he's at. Don't see anyone up in the tower. He has not seen us yet, so we'll see if we can circle around here and get him point blank. Maybe. Oh, we got 2 of them in there. If you can see up here through this little hole, we've got that one that we just saw, and then we've got another guy off in the distance there a little bit. I don't have any grenades, so see if we got anyone else in there. I don't like surprises, and usually these guys have shotguns, and their shotguns are one-hitters. go. I just saw him there. Where's your buddy at? Good news is these guys aren't too smart. But if they're on sentry duty up in that tower, they'll pick you out from 1,000 yards. There's a bottle of rubbing alcohol. You can either sell that or you can combine it with your rags. There's some nails. Nails are great to have, especially for that base building. You want to make sure you get a lot of those. You'll go through them pretty quick, just like DayZ. See, like I said, they'll always typically have a shotgun on them. Good with meat porridge. Meat porridge, if you're looking for a good food source, that meat porridge will give you a lot out of one can. So I recommend you buy the meat porridge if you're buying food. Check that tower in a second here. That's just a hat. And burlap. Burlap is used to make sandbags on your base. There's some moonshine. Moonshine you can also combine with your rags. So yeah, somebody spotted us up here. That's the problem with climbing these towers, is they'll see you going up there. And he's down. Pack of cigarettes, you can sell those as well. But you can see that I'm already out of storage space, so we'll go loot this guy, then we'll make it back down to our base. Hopefully I'll hurry and get down this ladder, not take a sweet time. I think that pack of cigarettes sells for about $400 if you take it to the trader base. See if this guy had anything good. And another shotgun. Didn't find any dog tags, didn't find any money. Sometimes you'll find money and dog tags on these guys. But not this time. So we'll get out of here because they do tend to respawn fairly quick. And you don't want to be there when they respawn and get caught with your pants down. I'm at 60 HP, but I think we're pretty safe running back. I don't think we should run into anyone else. We'll get back to the base here and I'll kind of show you how some of the storage and stuff works like that. Gives you some additional storage to keep in your base. Also, there's only code locks on this. Right now, there's no combination locks or anything like that, so you have to use a code lock on your base, and you have to buy that code lock from the trader base. So keep that in mind. They're $50,000 to buy one of those code locks, but you don't want to leave your base unsecured, so you have to have it. Nice thing about this is, of course, you have the map. You can mark waypoints in the map if you want to, and they'll actually show up. So it automatically, when you build your place, it'll mark it. You can see a new mission just popped up, but I can go in here and I can mark a waypoint on that by holding down Shift and then left clicking on it, and now you can see it tells us exactly how far away we are from that waypoint. Also, there's a nice little feature on this. If you have a radio like I do down here in my bottom right, my F4 key, you'll hear this radio chatter come on. As soon as there's enemies that are near you, or the AI is near you, you'll hear this radio chatter go off to let you know that there's enemies near. And so it just kind of puts you on high alert to let you know that someone might be around, so kind of keep your head on the swivel and pay attention to what's going on around you. There's our home sweet home. We'll go in here and we'll unlock the door. Make sure nobody's coming down this road. This road is heavily traveled by packs of 4 or 5 guys. Alright, so once you get enough wood and enough metal, you can build 3 of these storage boxes. You can have 3 of these storage boxes on here. When you open it up, you can see there's tons of storage in here available to you, so it gives you plenty of opportunity to have your ammunition or whatever you might want to keep. So it's good to build one of those as soon as you get a chance. Let's kind of show you real quick how that rag system works here. So we'll get a pack of rags here, and then we got our moonshine. And so let's go on to our crafting menu, and we'll go to medicine, and you can see we've got a sterilized rag that we can craft with rubbing alcohol, or you got a sterilizing with moonshine. You also have a vodka. And so let's just use the moonshine here. I'm going to just hit craft, and it's going to use up that moonshine bottle that I took, and it adds a little bit more healing power to your bandages when you use a rag to bandage up. So now it's available right there, and I can just move it into my hotbar if I choose, or I can just move it into my inventory. Either way. I don't know what this machine oil is used for yet. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so that's just kind of the basics of the game. Excited to kind of get into a little bit more of it. You can see I've got $93,000 that I've saved up from loots and good stuff like that. So we'll see how things go. We'll continue on, and let me know if you guys want more of this content. We'd love to make some more videos like this. And so I really get into these open world survival games. Maybe on the next video we'll show you the trader base, show you guys how that system works. But it's really kind of neat, a neat way to play these survival games. So with that, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys being on. Give us a like or a subscription or notification bell, and let us know if you'd like to see more of these videos. Thanks. Have a great day.